Yeah, integumentary system.
Don't get under my integumentary. Get under the skin. It's Hunt for Wellness, episode number 38. Well, hello, welcome to Hunt for Wellness. I am John Hunt, along with
Christy Hunt.
And this is the show where we help you live your best life, mind, body, and spirit. And this episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines for great water and great wellness. Check them out over at www.waterdistillers.com. Don't get under my skin.
No.
You've heard people say that before, right? You know, we've been talking in the last a few episodes about the systems of the body. I mean, we kind of started with the body, and we started large, where we did mind, body, and spirit. Mm-hmm. And then we said, well, what are some of those systems in the body? And today we get to talk about the skin. The skin is actually a system, huh?
It is. Yes.
Okay. Is it called the skin system, or is it called something else? I'm sure there's got to be like a medical term for this, right?
Yeah. Integumentary system.
Don't get under my integumentary. That's crazy. You know what? It was interesting last time when we talked about what makes up the body, but what is skin made up of? It can't be made up of skin. What is skin?
Well, it's a bunch of cells.
Okay, cells.
Yep. Lots of cells. It's actually the largest organ of our body.
The skin is?
Yeah. Isn't that cool?
Wow. I don't think of it as an organ, but I guess it is, right?
It is.
It's living, right? It's living.
Think of what it would be like if you didn't have skin.
Oh, you'd be all bones.
Well, all your flesh would be there.
Ooh, it'd be weird.
It's
like one of those horror movies, yeah.
Yes,
I don't think we'd like to even imagine what that's like.
Literally. It is your barrier between the exterior environment and the interior environment.
Okay, yeah. It's kind of your shield, right? It protects you.
It protects you. It maintains the integrity of your whole body. It
kind of holds everything together too in some ways, doesn't it?
It does, yeah.
It's like the cover.
Yep. And like when your skin breaks down, then you're really at risk for infection.
Ooh.
So it's important to keep your skin intact.
Yeah. And just think of all the different people you know in your life and all the different types of skin. You know, you hear this term, oh, it's the skin of a baby. Oh, we love that nice, soft skin, but then there could be kind of rough leather skin, you know, for people who've kind of not taken care of themselves, right?
Been in the sun a lot. It's really dried out.
Yeah.
You know, they haven't kept it moisturized inside and out.
Well, so I guess, you know, is there anything else on the definition? Because really what we want to talk about in all these systems is how to support them and how to, you know, have the optimal system or take care of yourself so that you can have good skin. Because what happens when you don't have good skin? Because I'm sure it interrelates to the other systems, doesn't it?
It can affect a lot of things, and that can be in a lot of different ways. If you've got skin breakdown, is that what you mean?
Yeah, like that, or like if you get a cut in your skin, then that's where like infections can start and they can get into your whole body, right?
And it hurt. Yes. Like years ago, before we had like good antibiotics and better care, and people didn't really understand that you had to be clean.
Yeah.
You know, if they got a wound, they could die from it, get tetanus from it. And
do you remember when we went to the Gettysburg? And so the doctors, they showed the doctors' tools there, which were mainly like saws. Because I think the way they dealt with wounds was they just cut off the limb.
Yeah, I know.
That's just so weird, isn't it?
Totally.
Yeah. Wow.
Things have changed.
Things have changed thanks to modern medicine. So let's talk about some of those things that when, we talk a lot about, people, oh, you have such beautiful skin. Mm-hmm. But I would think that there's kind of, you've got what's, and then the term beauty is only skin deep. But really, if you think about skin, there's two sides to it, right? There's the outside, and is there the underside? Or, how would you?
There's layers.
Okay. Skin is in layers.
Yeah. There's the epidermis, dermis, hypodermis. And then the skin layer also includes hair and nails.
Oh, okay.
And then there's glands in the skin.
Okay.
We know sebaceous glands and the glands that produce sweat.
Right. Well, too, when someone has skin cancer, it's on the surface. Sometimes don't they just like shave off maybe the top layer and make sure they get the cancer off, or if they can't, they keep shaving?
Yes. So that squamous cell cancer can be like right on the top, and then basal cell is like in an inner layer of the skin.
You can't necessarily see it on the top, right? But
there's evidence of it on the top.
Right.
And then there's the other cancer that I can't think of, melanoma.
Melanoma, right? That's isn't that the blood? Or is that?
No, that is skin cancer, usually related to a mole.
Oh, okay.
That's a really bad cancer.
Yeah.
And it can be related to sun damage.
Mm-hmm.
All the cancers can be related to sun damage. So that is another important thing, is to protect yourself from the sun, from sun damage.
On things like sunscreen, you've got that, it puts a layer of protection over your skin, right? It acts as a shield.
Right.
Or screen, as they call it, right? And you have different, but then a lot of people want their skin to turn brown so they look, golden tanned, but is that okay?
Well, it's not ideal. We do need some sun.
Okay.
That's important to get some sun, but not too much. And I think a lot of these sunburns that have happened when people were kids.
Okay.
And so it's kind of like the parents need to kind of watch over the kids to be sure that they're not getting burnt.
Yeah, I remember a few times at the beach, our little kids came home as little lobsters.
You do?
Yeah, I remember they were quite burnt, because they can sit out there like all day long and not really think of anything, and then when it's time to come in and get cleaned up, it's like, ooh, you are red.
Well, I remember one time when I think it was 6th grade, we went to Florida in April. So imagine, a northerner, Minnesota girl, goes to Florida in April, hasn't had sun for, months and months and months, puts the swimsuit on, and spends the day in the sun with no sunscreen.
Right.
Me and my brother did it, and literally we were so ill the next day. We were so burnt. Yeah. We were like sick, like sunburned sick.
Yeah, I remember I went to Jamaica one time with a couple people before we were married, and one of the people, and they tell you, okay, only you cannot be out in that sun for like more than 15 or 20 minutes. 15 or 20 minutes, come on. 10 in the morning, come on. But you can get severely burnt very quickly.
Really?
When the sun is that intense. So I don't know if it's because it's closer to the equator or what it is, but you have to definitely use stuff.
You followed the rules.
I followed the rules. I did it for like 5, and then I quickly put on all that other stuff to protect it. So I got just enough to maybe, not burn myself, but get it maybe a little brown. So, okay, let's talk about how we keep our skin looking beautiful. And there's got to be a lot of different ways. It can't just be putting lotion on, right? I do like, I particularly like the Young Living Genesis hand lotion. There's something about it. It is so great. I just love having kind of a moist skin like that.
Yeah.
But it's not greasy.
Yeah. Well, that's what's really good, is to keep your skin moisturized and inside and outside, which inside means drinking enough water.
Yeah.
And then outside, if you don't live in the tropics where it's really moist, then you need to probably moisturize your skin.
Yeah.
And a person knows kind of how much moisture that they need.
Yeah.
But yeah, the skin wants to be protected. Putting on lotion helps protect the skin.
What else can we do to support healthy skin? Because I think that's really what we want to start is let's do all the basics. Let's do all the things we know we can do well if we just know a couple, tips and tricks.
So really, when we think about healthy skin, we need to actually think about under the skin.
Okay.
And the gut. Because
the gut.
The healthy gut will give you healthy skin.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
So
how do we make our gut healthy? Don't put so much bad stuff in it, right?
Exactly.
Yeah. It's like our other one. You are what you eat.
Put the bad stuff in.
Yeah.
Just put the good stuff in.
Yeah,
so
simple.
Good stuff is organic food.
Yeah.
That's so important because organic food does not have chemicals in it that kill bugs and plants.
Yeah.
Because those are called poisons.
Yeah.
So don't eat the poisons.
Because they'll kill something else, like your skin probably too, right? Or
they're going to affect the bacteria in your gut.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They're going to be killing off bacteria in your gut, which is not good for you.
No, you need that bacteria.
You do to help digest your food. So eat organically as much as possible.
Mm-hmm.
Drink about half your body weight in water each day.
Wow.
To be well hydrated.
Okay, that's a lot of water.
Yeah.
But it's good, right?
Yeah.
And your body will get rid of it if you drink too much.
That's right.
Right?
Yeah.
So your body's designed well, but keeping it hydrated is probably very important.
It is. Take a probiotic, like Life 9 probiotic, which has 9 different strains of healthy bacteria that a person's gut needs for digestion and assimilation of food, because we don't eat 100% organic. So we are getting some probably herbicides and pesticides. If you go out to eat ever, you're going to get some of that unless you make your food 100% of the time.
Is there a good time to take like a probiotic? I mean, should you do it in the morning, after meals?
You can do it really anytime, but ideally it's before bed.
Oh.
So it can sit in your gut and help repopulate the good bacteria overnight.
Nice. Okay. I like that.
So, yeah, that's good. And then just eliminate as many toxins as you can. So, yes, don't eat GMO food or non-organic food if possible, but also eliminate the toxins that you're experiencing in your home environment.
Right. Like candles.
Yes.
We have a...
No.
Okay, we won't talk about it. No, but yes, candles. But even like in a lot of the commercial over-the-counter kind of cleaning supplies that people buy, because
absolutely.
I mean, just think about the smell when you walk down that aisle, right?
Oh,
you have to hold your breath, right, when you go
do.
down, because it's
can't
so
stand
strong. And just think about, why is it strong? Well, it's got heavy chemicals in it, and what happens when, let's just say you like wipe the counter off or something like that, the thing goes into the rag and it goes into your hands. It goes into the food if you're cutting a cutting board, and you've cleaned that with. Yeah. It's just it's not good. So that's one area where Young Living really excels, is in the non-toxic.
The non-toxic cleaning
products, right? Yeah.
Well, I know we use the Thieves dish soap.
Yes.
And it just doesn't foam as much because it doesn't have that chemical of sodium lauryl sulfate, but it's a good cleaner. It works great. Yeah. But my sister loves to clean and brought over the blue dish soap and was washing dishes for a holiday.
Yeah.
And then after she washed these dishes, I could taste that soap on there for 3 days on the dishes. So if I can taste it, that means I'm getting.
You are getting some of that,
in that. So the things we wash our dishes with, we are ingesting. The things that we wash our clothes with.
Yeah.
The soap does not completely get out of the clothes.
Yeah.
It's still in there somewhat. And so that is off-gassing all day long when I'm wearing my clothes, and when I'm in my bed, I'm in the sheets. And I'm getting those chemicals. And if a person uses dryer sheets, the dryer sheet chemicals.
Oh, yeah. And just bakes right into your clothes, doesn't it?
And so it goes into you through your skin. And so if you switch over to using dryer balls with essential oils to make your clothes smell good, and it's non-toxic, you're just simply going to be healthier.
Right. We also did a whole program on It's All About Thieves. So we'll link that in the show notes as well, because that was we kind of went through the whole Thieves family and why it's so good, because it is non-toxic. So.
Well, yeah, and just some of the chemicals that we are dealing with, sodium lauryl sulfate, sulfates, phthalates, triclosan, petroleum, parabens, fragrances, all these are very damaging to the body. You can look up those ingredients online, just say dangers of parabens, and see what it does. If there's no dangers, it'll say that.
Right.
But when my sister got cancer, I started doing a lot more research and found out parabens were found in cancer tumors.
Ooh.
It's like, are you kidding me?
Yeah.
And we still have them in so many skincare
Well, and if you read labels on things, they say may cause cancer. I don't know why people would buy something when it says may cause cancer on it, but they're required by law to put stuff like that on there.
Yeah.
You know.
By some things.
Yes.
Not all things. They don't say that about parabens.
Yeah. Well, they
They
should.
say that about cigarettes.
Yeah.
But.
So that's all the under the skin.
So there's under and over, but eliminating the toxins that we take inside our body and that what we put on.
Yeah. How about like makeup? Because like women put makeup on, and that is pretty chemical based too, isn't it?
It is. It is chemical based, and I was using a gluten-free makeup, and so I thought, oh, it's gluten-free. That
must be natural
must
and
be
no,
pretty clean,
yeah,
right?
no
If it's
chemicals at
gluten-free,
all,
I was
right?
putting lipstick on, and I didn't want to have gluten in there, and I started researching the ingredients and found out it was not clean.
Yeah.
That I was mad, actually.
Well, and I think the regulations are pretty loose when it comes to saying what's in there, and you can even call things natural that aren't even really natural, right? I mean, it's kind of bad. Well, what about what's a woman to do with her makeup issues if she doesn't want to put chemicals on her face? Because I would think it goes right on the skin and it goes right into you.
It does.
Yeah.
It absolutely does. And so what I love about Young Living is you can trust their products because they are clean. There's none of those bad chemicals in them, and they do have a makeup line called Savvy Minerals, a mineral makeup. It's very natural, very good and clean, and works really well. And they're adding new things all the time to it. So I love that Savvy Minerals makeup, and it's not hard on your skin. It's good for you.
Hey, this would be a good opportunity to tell people that, if you'd like to find out about some of these products, you can go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, and there's a blue connect button, and there's a free 15-minute discovery call to find out about some of these things maybe you didn't know existed, and especially on things like the makeup. Over at EssentialOils411.com, your site, there's quite often you're doing classes, and you do them online, you do them in person, but get educated on this stuff. There's a lot of information about just that makeup line that people don't know, and like if you don't know what you don't know, you're stuck there. So I think find out more. Go over to Hunt4Wellness.com. Get that discovery call, because I think it's something that you'll really benefit from, even if it's just the makeup piece of it. Because you think about all those chemicals we're exposed to every day. I mean, men, shaving cream, and there's even chemicals in some toothpaste, right? Things that are probably not good for you, and you're putting that in your mouth.
Right. So if we just switch over from your shampoos and your lotions and your toothpaste and makeup, skincare, then you're really reducing your toxic load.
Yeah.
We can't control what's out in the public.
Yeah.
But we can control what's in our own homes.
Well, another problem people have with skin often is irritated skin, or, sometimes people get a reaction to something. How can, natural, clean products like maybe from Young Living help with some of those situations? Because we want to support the skin.
Yes, we do. And there are several essential oils that can support the skin. One thing about essential oils is undiluted, they can be drying to the skin. So it's good to use a carrier oil like V6. And the carrier lotion is a fatty, carrier oil is a fatty oil, like when you think of coconut oil or olive oil. And so you can put 1 or 2 drops of the essential oil in with like a quarter size amount of carrier oil.
Okay.
And then just rub that in the skin so that it is moisturized, but then also supported.
Yeah, and sometimes that's good with some of those hotter oils too.
Yes.
Like peppermint. Peppermint can do a lot of good things.
Yeah.
But you probably want to mix that with a little bit of carrier oil if you're going to put it right on your skin.
Yeah. It's good to do. So I had a face issue, and one thing that I did, like, it was really irritated, and I used the CBD Beauty Boost with rose essential oil in it, and it was so soothing.
Is that good?
So soothing. Just really helped clear up the dry, scaly patches on my face. And I had actually gone to the doctor, and they gave me a steroid cream, and I used it, and yes, it worked, but I didn't want to keep using it.
Yeah, it was a chemical.
Right. And so, anyways, the CBD Beauty Boost was awesome. But you can also have problems where the skin breaks down. And like, I have a story about our daughter who, when she was young, she was running and fell down and skinned her elbow. And I was busy when she came home, and I'm like, go wash it off in the bathroom. And well, she did not do a good job. I should have gone in with her. So like the next day, it's getting red and puffy. And I know as a nurse practitioner that a skin infection can be a very bad infection.
Yeah, and they're hard to clear up too.
They can be hard to clear up. So what I did was, again, I washed it, and it was very sensitive and hurting. And then I just put right around not on the wound, not on an open wound. You never put like essential oils on an open wound.
Oil sting.
Yes. I put the Thieves essential oil with some carrier oil right around the wound. And I was very concerned about this. So I was doing it every hour.
Yeah.
I would put it around, I would cover it up with a bandage, and then an hour later I took it off, and I went around it again for an hour. And I think I was working at that time, and I had to leave in the evening, so I told John, this is what you need to do. Keep doing this until she goes to sleep. And then in the morning, when she got up, it was significantly better. And then we would just do it like 3 times a day until it was healed. Now, what would have been better if we would have cleaned it really good, put some of that Thieves around it at the very beginning, so hopefully she wouldn't have gotten any type of infection, you know. But with really good care, you can clear it up, because I was concerned that we might soon need to head to the doctor.
Yeah.
But we didn't need to, because...
Cut it off at the pass.
Right. Because we took care of it really quick.
Yeah. You know, another thing that I used to use, let's just say a chemical-based lip balm before, until I found out about the Young Living lavender lip balm. They have a couple different flavors, but that is so great. And plus, you only have to put it on like once a day. Where the other stuff, you end up putting it on every couple hours. You really just put this on like once or twice a day, and it really moisturizes and really supports it well.
I remember after switching, before having Young Living's lipstick and the lip balm, my lips would be so dry, and I would need to get on lipstick or lip balm. Yeah, like every hour or two, and they would just hurt. Then I switched to the lip balm, and after a while, it was like, wait a minute, I don't even need to put stuff on. This is like...
Yeah, it's really good.
Healed my lips. Yeah, it was amazing.
Okay, other oils or other essential oil-based products that help support the skin? Because that's
So
really what we're all about.
It's a great oil to support
Okay.
the skin.
Yeah.
It's really good for even bumps or bruises that, you bump into something
Yeah.
and you get bruised, and put it on or put it around things.
Or if you touch a hot stove.
Yeah, if you touch a hot tea
that's not
kettle
so
like
good.
I've done,
Yes,
and
and
you can't even see any
Yeah.
scars because
the lavender really helps
Totally.
support that. Yeah.
totally, it was really, really good. Irritated skin, Roman chamomile or jasmine, wrinkles, frankincense,
Mm-hmm.
love that. Patchouli or lavender and carrot seed, those are the top oils for that. And chapter, cracked skin, myrrh or onycha, those smell so good.
Yeah.
So there are amazing oils. There's a lavender mist that really supports skin if you've been in the sun too long or just really dry
Yeah.
or irritated for some reason.
We've kind of gone through a lot of these products. So, again, if you go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click the blue Connect button. We'd like to just talk about you and your situation and in a quick 15-minute call, kind of assess what kind of products could help you.
Yeah.
Could help you with whatever your challenge. Everyone's got different challenges, but there's a lot of products, whether it be supplements or oils or lotions, that help support the skin. And, we want that skin to be good.
Yes,
Right?
we do. Let me just say one more thing.
Okay.
If someone's got a really annoying skin disorder, it is maybe related to liver dysfunction. And so you might need to cleanse, stimulate, and condition the liver and colon for 30 to 90 days before the skin begins to improve. So you need to take the time to do it. We didn't get in a bad state in 2 days.
No.
So we're not going to recover it in 2 days. It
Yeah.
takes time. So how do you care for the liver? Well, just things that are hard on the liver are alcohol, prescription drugs, over-the-counter things like Tylenol, exposure to chemicals, and that's one of the reasons we want to decrease our exposure to.
Yeah, because
as
the
many
liver is working
chemicals.
really hard to
Yes.
kind of clean things out,
Yes.
right?
It detoxes. It's the detox machine. It gets rid of the poisons that come into our body.
Yeah.
It's making it so that we don't die.
Yes.
from that.
Nice.
So it's working really hard. And then just eating fresh fruits and vegetables, organic, like I said,
Yep.
organic fresh fruits and vegetables. There are also enzymes that can help. Detoxzyme, essential zyme, Ningxia Red, which is a great liver detoxifier and tonic. Carrot seed, orange, ledum, jade lemon, and lemon are all really good for the liver. And then Juva Flex and Juva Cleanse, Life 9 and Digest and Cleanse. And then having a raindrop technique 1 or 2 times a week.
Yeah, that's a lot of things to help with the liver too, isn't it?
And coffee enemas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You guys have done a class on that too, right?
Yes, we have.
So
We have.
again, if you want to learn more about that, for any of these things, again, we've gone through so much, but we want you to know that there is help for supporting your skin.
Yeah.
Both the underside and the overside, as we
Yes.
talked about. And it's really key. So if you want to go over to Hunt4Wellness.com, click the blue Connect button. We'd love to set up that discovery call with you and get you on the way to beautiful skin. Right?
Yes.
All right. This episode of Hunt for Wellness is brought to you by waterdistillers.com. Great machines that produce great water that help you with your great skin. And great wellness overall. So check them out at waterdistillers.com. And we'll be back next time for another system, right?
Yes.
We won't tell you what it is, so you have to come back next time.